So, when you're speaking German, how you say you want something can make a huge difference. Today, we're going to crack the code on two super common but kind of tricky verbs that both seem to mean the same thing, wollen and möchten. Let's figure out how they really work. You know that moment where you pause and think, wait, which want am I supposed to use here? If that's you, you are definitely not alone. It's a classic sticking point for pretty much everyone learning German. But trust me, by the end of this, you'll have a really clear, simple way to get it right every single time. And here they are, our two main characters for today. On the surface, they look so similar, right? But they have totally different personalities. The easiest way to think about it is that wollen is your direct, assertive, I've made a plan choice, while möchten is the more polite, diplomatic, I would like option. Okay, let's dive right in and get to know our first verb, wollen. This is your go-to when you're not just kind of hoping for something. No, this is when you have a real plan, a definite intention to make it happen. Right, so wollen is firm, it's direct. It basically signals to everyone that a decision has been made. So if you're talking about your goals, your set-in-stone plans for the weekend, or something you are absolutely determined to do, wollen is the verb you need. Now let's take a quick look at how it changes, because it does something a little funky. For I, you, and he, she, or it, notice how that vowel flips from an O to an I. It goes, ich will, du willst, sie es will. But then, for the plurals, it snaps right back to normal. Wir wollen, ihr wollt, sie wollen. Getting that little shift down is key. Okay, let's see it in action. Ich will jetzt Eis essen. This isn't just a vague craving, you know? This is a declaration. The speaker has decided they are getting ice cream and it's happening now. It's a mission, a definite plan. And this example perfectly shows what I like to call the golden rule for all German modal verbs. It's a super simple two-step dance. Step 1, the modal verb, in this case will, grabs that second position in the sentence. And step 2, the main verb, essen, gets kicked all the way to the very end in its original infinitive form. Easy, right? Let's try one more. Wir wollen heute Abend Badminton spielen. Again, this sounds like a firm plan. The decision's been made, maybe the court is even booked. And look, we see that exact same structure. Wollen is in position 2, and the action verb, spielen, is chilling out at the very end. All right, let's switch gears and meet our second character, möchten. You'll see how this one paints a totally different picture. If wollen is a firm plan, think of möchten as a polite wish. It's how you express what you want in a much softer, less demanding way. Exactly. Think of möchten as the German equivalent of would like to. It is absolutely perfect for when you're ordering food in a restaurant, talking about your preferences, or making a polite request. It's way less of a command and much more of a gentle suggestion. And the really good news is, conjugating möchten is so much more regular and predictable. Just notice that the ich and the sie es forms are exactly the same. So it goes, ich möchte, du möchtest, möchte, wir möchten, ihr möchtet, sie möchten. See? Way simpler. Now, just listen to the feeling in this sentence. Ich möchte ein neues Handy kaufen. You can feel it, right? It's a wish. It's a desire. The person isn't necessarily walking into the phone store this very second. It's more of a preference for the future, not an immediate, locked-in plan. And here we see it used in a question, which is super common. Asking, was möchtest du, is just a very polite, friendly way to ask about someone's wishes. You're inviting them to share what they'd like to do. You're not demanding a list of their scheduled intentions. Okay, time for the final showdown. Let's put them side by side in the ring, because this is where the difference becomes totally 100% crystal clear. So it really just boils down to this. You use wollen when you want to do something, it's a definite plan, and you use möchten when you would like to do something, it's a softer wish. One is a plan, the other is a desire. That's the core of it. So now you have all the knowledge, let's just package it up into a simple little toolkit that you can pull out whenever you need to talk about what you want in German. And here it is, your go-to cheat sheet. Use wollen for those solid concrete plans. Use möchten for all those polite requests and wishes. And please, never ever forget that golden rule of sentence structure. The conjugated modal verb goes second, and the main verb gets punted all the way to the end. And really, that brings us to the final, most interesting thought. You now have the tools to say exactly what you mean with precision. But the bigger question is a social one. When is it better to be direct and firm with wollen, And when is it smarter or just nicer to be polite with Möchten? Well, that choice and all the power it gives you is now in your hands.